Hello there, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Picks Porch with me, XFL Jim, a.k.a. the Full Buffalo. Joined, as always, by my co-host, Chase, the Wolf of Oaklawn, the number 3 stunner, Lupine Fiasco Sessoms. My man, how you doing?
Just eating these finger W's, Jim. Been eating them all week after hitting Alabama on the money line last week. Woo!
You mean Tennessee?
Yeah, whatever. Either way, I won.
Either way. How do you feel about your Saints producing like the first exciting Thursday night football game?
Via Andy Dalton, even. It was about time. Like, I'm not even sure if that was on the Saints or just like the laws of probability that eventually we were gonna have a good one. It just happened to be us.
It was fun. Andy Dalton's been cooking.
He's
the win,
great.
But like, he's looked good.
It's amazing what that offense looks like when you have just like a semi-serviceable quarterback. Like, he's been slinging it out. Like, Chris Olave's looked great, you know.
Oh, he's looked so good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like he can burn it over the top. Like he's a pretty good, just explosive wide receiver.
You ready to break down some picks, baby?
Let's do it.
Okay, my first one. Going to NBA. I've been starting off with college football. I'm going to start with a little NBA. It's back, just in case everyone didn't realize. I don't feel like the NBA or NHL are really back until after football, mostly.
If you listen to the show for 9 months out of the year, you wouldn't even realize that the NBA or NHL really existed. So
they don't. Not in my mind. Not right
really.
now.
Not
I'm taking the Spurs 76ers under 224. Basically, what did Popovich say? He said, "Don't bet on the Spurs." So I'm betting against. I'm betting no points in this game, baby. Fade the action.
I think that's when this is when you fade the Popovich and bet the Spurs on the money line.
Against the Sixers, I don't think so.
We'll see. All right. I'm starting off with a battle of unbeatens in college football. Number 14, Syracuse, going to, I call it fake-ass Death Valley. The real Death Valley's at LSU.
That is the real Death. How many, are there multiple besides LSU and Clemson?
I don't know, but like Clemson just, I feel like, ripped off LSU's whole steez. They call their place Death Valley. Their fight songs are pretty much exactly the same. Well, they are exactly the same. But Syracuse catching 14.5 in this game. The disrespect, Jim. The disrespect. You give me Syracuse plus 14.5. It's juiced up, but I'm taking it minus 120.
Boom. Bada bing bing. I'm staying in the NBA for this next one. I'm taking the Bucks minus 13. I'm feeling it. I'm dipping my toe into the shallows of the NBA right now. I'll bet it, but I won't watch it.
It's dangerous. I'm not fucking with the NBA. Crooked refs.
You don't fuck with regular season NBA?
Fuck no. I cheer for the Pelicans, but that's because I like keeping things clean and having all the teams that I root for in one city.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
They need to get a hockey team.
Fuck yeah, they do. Oh, fuck yeah, they do. All right.
What next, buddy?
Listen, if this next game doesn't hit the under, I will sit in a sauna full of car exhaust because I don't know if I can live in a world where Navy doesn't hit the under 3 weeks in a row. Houston and Navy under 50.5, minus 110.
You and me are actually lockstep in this one. That's one of my picks as well. I got Navy Houston under. I don't trust Houston to be able to score enough points, and I don't trust Navy's offense whatsoever.
I don't trust Houston's offense to keep Clayton Tune off of the ground. Like he can run. Yeah, he can get away, but he'll be running. He seems to be running for his life every single play.
I'm going to stick with college football as well since we're already on the subject. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on that SMU money line. I just see value there. I think these are very close, competitive teams. I have a future on SMU to win the conference. They're one of my 2 teams that I'm rooting for in that conference. I like SMU in this spot.
You know what? Then I might as well give out my next pick. Go ahead and give me SMU on the money line, plus 100. Looks like we're locked in again.
Damn fucking right. I'm going over to MLB. Fuck the Yankees. Astros money line. Boom. Plus 117.
feel like this is a little bit of just housekeeping, just kind of doing the chores that we typically have to do around this here house. Bowling Green at Central Michigan. Give me Central Michigan -6.5.
You got our Central Michigan, our directional Michigans have been having a really tough middle of the season, but
yeah, no,
they come through.
Directional Mich schools don't have tough parts of the season. They lull the rest of their schedules into false senses of security.
Gearing up for action though.
God, I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Just a Tuesday night. We're already getting games on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights.
Yeah, the Sun Belt's been really nice about that.
Yeah, dude. And it's not like, if I want to sit down in the middle of the week and watch a football game, what 3 conferences do I want them to be from?
The MAC, the Sun Belt, and then I can only assume it's the Mountain West.
The Mountain Best, baby. Yes, absolutely. Those are the 3 just most fun conferences in America.
That's a fact.
Fact.
Oh, just shout out Buffalo. Big surprise on them. I'm going to go over to my other baseball league, the JPL over in Japan. I'm taking the Oryx Buffaloes on the money line. They've done me fairly well this season. I'm backing them yet again. I believe we're coming up on the finals for the JPL.
The fuck do they even know? How do they even know what a Buffalo is?
Maybe
they watched Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, I think they watch. I think that was a big movie over there.
Yeah. It just feels out of place where you have the gas creators, the ham fighters, Buffaloes. Okay. All right.
We'll get into some names later when we talk the basketball league.
You brought me into the world of Japanese adult video titles, so I guess I really shouldn't be all that shocked.
They're so good at just naming things.
Yeah, like that pita-shaped ass. Or is it pita-sized? That pita-sized ass.
I think it was sized, yeah. It was sized as big of a loaf of pita bread.
Gosh.
Which I don't know is...
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, no idea.
I love it, though.
Where are we going, Chase?
We're going under the Golden Dome of Notre Dame, where a team which is in my group home for unloved college football teams, catching 26.5 UNLV at Notre Dame. Give me UNLV plus 26.5.
Are they about to get kicked out? Because I don't think they've covered the last 2 weeks.
Doesn't matter. It's all right. Those teams rebound because think about North Texas. North Texas started off terrible last year.
They did. They really did.
And they came back and beat the Meeps.
Hey, they're playing this week too.
Oh, I know.
Rematch.
Oh, I know.
I'm going to the Big Ten. I got the Iowa-Ohio State game under 50.5. Basically, this is saying, can Ohio State score 51 points on the Iowa defense? And I think if they get if Ohio State gets to 35, they're putting in their backups.
Yeah, that's probably right. They still got to win that West for the big rematch,
They're minus 30 favorites. So basically, they're saying, can Ohio State score, I don't know,
14 points?
Yeah,
no, they're saying, can Iowa score 14 points? And they're saying,
Ohio State score 40, 45. Yeah,
pretty much.
And I don't think Iowa could score 10. I don't think they get double digits.
I don't think they do either. I think they could kick 4 field goals if they get double digits, but I don't think they do.
I don't know if they can march down the field that much. Also, I think I told you this stat. It was either you or Eric that C.J. Stroud and Spencer Petras have thrown the same amount of passes. But if you look at the other stats, it's very telling who's in what offense.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably a little. That might be where the comparisons end right there.
That's it. That's it. In fact, Spencer Petras has thrown 4 more passes than C.J. Stroud, but it has about half the touchdowns.
I never would have guessed that.
Yes,
I never would have guessed that. Are you sure they updated both of them?
Yeah, that was based off of this last week too.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's talk about a team that deserves to be in the group home because they might be just the most under the radar good team in the ACC. Duke heading to Miami. Give me Duke on the money line. A big plus 300.
I've been playing around with this one. I saw it when it opened Sunday night, and I was like, I'm going to let that one marinate. I'm still probably going to let it marinate, but I bet I'm taking this tomorrow. I bet I'm taking it Saturday.
How's Duke so under the radar? How do they catch odds like this?
Did Duke just lose? Oh, boom, right there. Love the pick. Patriot Sports Radio loves the pick. We love Patriot Sports Radio.
Yeah, man.
God damn, I love you guys.
That
pick's great.
Degen Eric from Patriot Sports Radio. That dude's hilarious. I love that
Fucking
guy.
Great
follow.
I'm sticking on college football. I'm going to the Big 12. I'm going from that fucking terrible under that's going to be a shit fest of a game to Kansas Baylor. I don't care who's quarterback for Kansas. Give me over 58. Baylor's going to be able to score at will on this Kansas defense that's not very good. And even with Bean back there, Kansas's offense can get some shit done. They can score points.
I was surprised how well they played against Oklahoma with Bean. I thought, there might be like a big drop off with Bean, but I mean, Bean ran the offense last year.
You saw it in TCU. During the TCU game, he looked fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I know I'm the unders taker, but this week I'm an overs taker for this game. Memphis heads to Tulane. Totals at 55.5. You want to talk about way too small. Like, that is a terrible total. So I'm jumping all over the over 55.5 minus 110.
I'm going to stick with that game because I got Memphis +7. I talked about it with Eric. What do we do with teams that are entering the top 25 for the first time in a little bit? Fade them. Did it with JMU last week. I'm doing it with Tulane this week. Even though, in my heart of hearts, I want Tulane to win, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on that Memphis money line.
Makes sense.
It's kind of also a hedge on my Tulane future of, I think, like 50-1 to win the AAC.
Yeah. Tulane, I mean, I think as of last Sunday, as either our last show or the show before for the gymnasium, welcomed them into the group home of unloved college. Yeah. As the unders taker, what's the unders taker's finishing move? He tombstones fun. Right out of a game with low scoring matchups. And so the unders taker is looking at North Texas, UTSA, total at 72.5. And I'm tombstoning the fun right out of it with the under.
I think I took the over in that last year and it didn't hit because, like, you see these two teams, CUSA darlings, Texas teams that just love offense, and you want to take the over. You just want it to happen. I'm with you on the under there. Yeah. I don't have it in my picks tonight, but it's another one I'm letting marinate. But Saturday morning, I'm probably picking that.
It feels like you always have like really hyped offensive games, and these two super hyped offenses get together, and then it just turns into like a defensive struggle that no one expected.
It could even not be. It could just be like a regular game, and they could be like 35-28, and you're still not hitting that.
Yeah, that's a big total. That's a Big 12 total.
Big total.
That's a TCU Oklahoma State. Either one of those teams' games totals.
Speaking of the Big 12, I'm going there. I'm taking Texas Tech. I'm fading West Virginia when they're away from the mountainside. I'm taking Texas Tech -5.5. They're a good team. They are a good team.
They are. Yeah, they are. And West Virginia is bad team. Yeah.
They are not. They are whatever the opposite of a good team is.
All right, I'm moving on to the NFL. I've got the Giants heading to Jacksonville. And honestly, I think just the wrong team is favored here because I'm getting the Giants +145 on the money line.
Woo!
Daniel Jones, not the same Daniel Jones that's been in the league for the last 3 years. Like he has improved. He's protecting the ball. He doesn't even have anyone to throw it to, and he's improved. And plus a healthy Saquon. I love it. I love it. Plus money.
The Jags have been jagsing the last 2 games as well, the last 2 weeks. So I kind of like this play.
You expected the Jags to take a little bit of a step up after last year, but I don't expect them to take that big of a step up, right?
Not huge. Like, they looked really promising the first couple weeks, and now they've kind of come back down to earth. This is probably, I'm with you, maybe a wrong team favor, but on the road, I kind of get it. Yeah. Like, the Giants are doing it MacGyver style, but I like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with college football. I'm taking Purdue money line. I just can't with this Wisconsin team. The Big Ten West is insane, and the parity's crazy. But, so I'll just take underdogs every time in the Big Ten West.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. And by the way, if another Wisconsin game fucking goes over, that's gonna be another trip to the car exhaust sauna to
I'm just
fucking
gonna
end it.
I'm gonna commit suicide in Minecraft.
I had
That's
the
how you say it.
Wisconsin under last week, and just miracle goes to overtime, and I still have a chance to get it in overtime, and it is a miracle touchdown from fucking Michigan State. Whatever. Fuck them. I've decided. All right. Detroit heads to Dallas. Total set at 49. It's not like the Lions don't have a fantastic offense. It's not like the Cowboys can't put up points even with Cooper Rush. Total at 49. Taking the over. Taking the over in this one.
I like that. And this is kind of like a Cooper Rush get right game too. Also, is Dak playing though?
It might be. It actually might be the Dak.
It might be the Dak attack.
I think it's the Dak.
The Dak comeback.
I think so. This would be the week. This would be
a good defense to do it against.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say Trayvon Diggs or whatever for Dallas is also, I think, injured. I'm not sure if he's playing because he went down hard in his last game.
Overs, baby.
Over. Yeah.
ECU plus 5.5. Book it. They're a feisty team. They're good. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on that money line. UCF is they're all right.
So this wasn't one of my scheduled plays, but I saw that total, and that was in the 60s. It was like 63 or 63.
I'm not touching that because UCF's defense is not good. So like,
I'm under all day under.
If I leaned one way, it'd probably be under, but I'm probably not touching that. I'm moving on the NFL for a couple plays. Give me the Falcons plus 6.5. This is kind of just a blind trust. The Falcons, through 6 weeks of the NFL, they are 6-0 against the spread.
They are a sneaky good team, man. That's a sneaky
feisty.
Good defense too. Sneaky good defense. They're feisty. Just think how good they're going to be when they get Cordero Patterson back, man. I still think they're a good sleeper pick to win the NFC South.
I think so too. Like, Mariota's this is a prove it situation for him. They have two great weapons in Drake London and Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. Mariota also is my favorite Hawaiian name that kind of sounds Italian.
Yes.
Mainly because I can't name any other ones.
We'll have to
because they all have like Lele in it.
Mackenzie Milton? No, it doesn't sound Italian.
That's like a Irish or German or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I was watching the Little League World Series a couple of years ago, and I was watching the Hawaii team, and this was a white child, and his first name was Walele. And I was like, hold on. And I feel like what probably happened was like some nurse walked in. She's like, what are you going to name your boy? And the mother was like, I'm going to name him Wally. And the nurse was like, hold on. I just need to let you know that you do get a break on your income taxes from the state of Hawaii if you give your white child a Hawaiian name. And she was like, Walele? And they're like, perfect. That'll work.
That'll do it. That's all it takes.
Okay. I'm going to lump these two into one. Green Bay at Washington. First of all, you give me that over 41.5. And second of all, you shut up about that. You give me the Commanders plus 4.5, circling the wagons because Taylor Heineke came to play fucking football.
Fucking right. God. I'm on the Commanders money line, baby. These Packers suck ass. And Heineke coming in on a relief situation. Fuck yeah. I'm all over the Commanders.
Let's do it.
I'm going to call them the Commanders this week because I'm going to be fucking jizzing when I watch them.
That went too far.
No. I'm very XFL'd up right now. I'm going over to hockey. I'm taking the Canadiens on the money line. Just
the Habs, eh?
Yep. I'm just going to do both I only have two hockey plays. I'll do my other one real quick. I'm on the Calgary Flames money line too. I'm feeling very Canadian right now with the CFL going on, coming into the playoffs.
All right. Well, I'm leaning into my the Broncos are trash and take for the year, and you can go ahead and give me the Jets going to Denver minus 105 money line.
Sorry, Patriot Sports Radio. The Packers are just in a worse spot right now.
It's all Aaron's fault. Aaron did this to you.
Okay, here's I'm gonna give it a shot. I got 3 soccer plays. Oh, first off, nope. I'm, I
Nope.
can't,
Nope,
I'm
that's
gonna,
done.
I'm gonna power through. Liverpool minus 105 in it. I swear I'm taking the best team in the league right now. I'm also taking Liverpool, Nottingham Forest over 3.5 goals. It's gonna be a big old skull fest. And then I'm taking Man City minus 2. Those uniforms are real crisp in it.
You just sound like the slow kid that bags groceries at the local at
At
the
the local
local
Aldi's.
grocery store. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Maybe
one
maybe that's my if I wasn't doing sports betting and shows and being XFL Jim, I'd be the the special needs bagger at the
yeah.
grocery store.
Yeah. You could even just fake it and just wear some like orthopedic shoes and
That'll be my
back.
part-time job.
Yeah, and just talk with that accent. And I don't think people tip their grocery bag boys anymore, but they will tip you.
I feel really bad for you, man. Here, have $5.
I'm gonna triple this bet into one. But, I'll put it together in a same game parlay probably, but I can't do it at right. Oh yeah, I can. Hold on, I can. Nope, can't do it. Right. So, if you can't do it, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go with the.
Ooh, what are we doing here? A little experimenting.
Oh, hold on. No, I lost it.
We in the lab right now?
I'm coming back with it. Coming
You
back.
want me to give one real quick, or you?
Yeah, give one while I put this together.
I'm going to the esports situation. I'm gonna nerd it up. League of Legends World Championships is going on right now. I'm taking Gen G minus 1.5 parlayed with EDG on the money line for a nice plus 162 for all you dorks out there who like watching League of Legends when it's football season.
Let's do that legal Legos. Okay, so starting off, Kansas City Chiefs, San Francisco 49ers. I am going under 49 in that one. I think San Francisco's getting a whole lot back on defense, so I'm definitely on that. Then,
do you think their offense takes a step up though with the addition?
I don't think he'll play that much. I don't see him play. I think he'll be in maybe some goal line packages or things like that, or they maybe have 1 or 2 plays for him. But I don't think that he's instantly plug and play into Kyle Shanahan's offense.
That's fair.
Okay, then
that take.
This has feel like consistently for like the last, or basically since the playoffs like 2 years ago, has been one of the best bets in football. Betting against the Chiefs first quarter. So give me this 49ers first quarter money line minus 105. And then I'm even going to take the chance and say, give me the 49ers first half money line plus 100.
I'll piggyback on those. I like those plays. You've been killing it with this Chiefs first quarter take.
Yeah, and who's it? The Eagles. My buddy Dave O'Breezy clued me into it. The Eagles first quarter spreads and money lines, taking them, like not betting against them, taking them.
Yeah, they've been nuts.
Probably one of the best bets in professional football.
I'm going to roll through all of my rugby plays right here. So it's basically a bunch of Pacific Island teams and then England. Taking Fiji minus 21.5, England minus 36.5, Samoa minus 52.5, and Tonga minus 46.5. And then I took Fiji, Samoa, and Tonga money spread parlayed together for a plus 554. It's rugby. Don't overthink it. The spreads are crazy. Don't get me wrong. The spreads are crazy, but just don't overthink it.
I like it. I like where your head's at. We're about to have college basketball. And every time I think of college basketball, I think of Jim Valvano and the emotional speech that he gave at the ESPYs, Jim. And in that speech, Jim Valvano, who's basically on his deathbed, dying of cancer, reminds us that there are 3 things. There are 3 things that we should do every single day, Jim. Do you know what those are?
I want you to tell me. I love it when you tell me.
The first is you should laugh. You should laugh every day. The second is you should cry. You should have your emotions move you to tears. That's a full day already. But the third thing you should do, you should bet on things that you do not understand. So we are moving on to European professional handball. And let's see, who do we have? It looks like my darling is the handball. Oh. Nope. My darlings of professional handball aren't playing, but we're going to go to the Austrian leagues.
Okay.
We're going to go Bregenz handball minus 526 on the money line.
They call Austria the Sweden of Central Europe.
Listen, this is like a 401k. It's a slow incremental growth. Me just fucking slamming handball favorites.
What is that money
single
line?
week.
What is that money line?
Minus 526.
Yeah.
A little juice.
Sounds about right. I'm going to sprinkle in my little go-to. It's basketball season over in Japan, which means I'm taking two teams this week. The Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, minus 11.5. And take a little underdog money line in the Sendai 89ers on the money line.
Listen, it is down to the semifinals of the Northern Ireland Open. No, it's not golf. No, it's not tennis. It's fucking snooker, people. And
I thought it was darts.
And no, that's coming. And how do we handicap snooker, Jim? And darts?
The most British sounding name, baby.
That's why you give me Neil Robertson minus 227 on the money line.
That's a pretty British name. I think I'd put that as like an 8.6 on the Brit scale. The Brit
so here,
scale.
well, let me give you these four, and you tell me, you rank them if I'm missing it, and I should be making a better bet. So, we have Anthony McGill, Mark Allen, Neil Robertson, and this one is probably pretty close for most British name. Yu Longzhu.
That one's pretty British.
British Hong Kong.
So that one's out. The first one's too Irish. It's those middle guys.
Mark Allen and Neil. Yeah, if you just give me an extra regular ass white boy name, it's probably the most British sounding name.
Mark Allen is pretty British, but I think that leans a little bit more American.
Yeah, Neil. People named Neil feels very British, so we're going with that.
We'll go with I like that pick. I'm doing my last college football bet. I'm Oklahoma State money line. I'm taking the chance Spencer Sanders plays, and fuck Texas. What more can I say? I only got one more. I got my big ass parlay, and that's it.
I've just got one more. You know what? While you're doing your parlay, I'll put a parlay together. So let me go ahead. Let's hit the world. Finish up the world of British pub sports. Go with darts, and we're gonna go back to my personal ATM. Gerwin Price minus 333 on the money line. God,
give me the pickle man, baby.
Massive Gerwin Price fans.
God dang. Okay, so
this is a This is a Gerwin Price pro pod.
This is a Gerwin Price program here for everyone wondering. Here's my play. Tell me where does this lose?
Okay.
ECU versus Central Florida. Probably there. Purdue over Wisconsin. Pitt over Louisville. South Carolina over Texas A&M. SMU over Cincinnati. UCLA over Oregon. Oklahoma State over Texas. Plus 53,070.
Let me see. Where does that lose?
It's probably...
Oh, yeah. Nowhere. Nowhere does that lose.
God, I love the confidence.
That's what I'm talking about right there. All right, I'm throwing one together. Here we go. We're going to start off with Syracuse plus 14.5. We're going to go with Navy Houston under 50.5. We're going to go with Duke plus 300. We're going UNLV plus 26.5. Over 55.5 in the Memphis Tulane game. And last but not least, the unders takers tombstoning the fun out of the UTSA North Texas game under 72.5. That's 1, 2, 3. That is a 6-leg parlay plus 96.41.
Atta fucking boy. That's it for the picks, baby. You know what time it is now? Oh, bam.
I've been practicing.
We're at 2,200 left over from the gymnasium this week.
It was that was a lot better than the one before that.
Very much better than the one before that.
Are we doing one team roll or are we doing two separate rolls here?
This time, I think we should just keep it to one team roll. So we should come up with a number. What's your pick for the number? We'll divvy this out. Mine was 27.
That's funny because I was actually looking at 28 black.
So here's how we're gonna do this. Boom. And then
Boomer.
We're gonna-
Boomer. Boomer.
boom.
Boomer. Boomer. And then slam black. Slam black.
Yeah, let's slam black. At least that way if you get it. And we're spinning, baby.
This is gonna land in the first third.
Hey, we slam black.
Hey, here we go.
And we got a little bit off that because we had your 100 on that row.
There we go.
So
Massive win. We
we're
are
down
$700.
$700. We're killing it in the roulette game, baby. That's it for the Picks Porch. Chase, where can the people find you?
You can always find me being abrasive on Twitter at of Oaklawn. Check out my horse racing podcast, which really time to listen to that because we are rolling into the Breeders' Cup and just not this weekend but next. The Notorious OTB, that's on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. On a couple of other podcasts around there. You can always find me with this big galoot to my left, Mr. XFL Jim, the whole Buffalo.
You guys know where to find me at XFL Jim on YouTube, Twitter, everywhere. I got my CFL recaps going on where the playoffs are here. The playoffs are coming. Get ready for that. You can find me on Spring Fever with our buddy Eric. You can find me on the College Football Tailgate literally tomorrow morning with that big, fluffy, gambling man. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you again next week for another episode of the Picks Porch.